Electronics go boom and we don't like you. No, electronics go boom because we don't like you. What am I referencing? I'm referencing a June 2014 video that we made. And we discussed to you guys how by simply crossing a wire could make your mouse short circuit. How basically they could blow up a computer screen in your face. Heck, they could even do it to your cell phone. And all other devices if they choose to. Because why? It's connected to a host. It's connected to a mainframe. It's connected to... So the switches are built in to detonate in your face. So basically, going back to what we said and to what's happening in the last day, where pagers go off and injure a bunch of people, apparently people from Hezbollah or people in the Middle East are being injured. The enemy is now been chosen, and then now the enemy is going to pay. So they blew up a pile of pagers, and you got all this security CCTV footage going all over the place about all these pagers going off and hurting people, and several people have died. Now they're going for hand wave radios or radios that are on the system, right? And they're going to come for the cell phones. They're going to blow your cell phone up in your face if they don't like you. And that's what we were talking about back in 2014. Saying, if they go boom, they don't like you, right? Electronics go boom, they don't like you video. And here we are now. This is where it's at. And they have total control over everything. And people are so tied to their phones and tablets and electronics nowadays that it wouldn't be... Like, if the cell phones were to go off, let's say they were to choose a target or group or whatever, you could go there, they could go, and if they choose to, they could wipe out a good percentage and hurt a lot of people and create a lot of property and private damage and private property and damage, right? And they got their finger on the switch, and they could do it whenever they feel like they could do it, guys. They could do it through many sources, all these smart appliances, all these smart cars, all these electric cars, all this stuff that's connected to the mainframe. They could do whatever they want. Remember in 2016, we did a video about that car that was under remote control and it ended up blowing up and driving into a pile of cars, and it went into top speed, and the guy was an amateur journalist that ended up dying. It was 2017 or 2016. Man, it must have been older. It was probably 2015. We were covering it. We were talking about how basically they could override anything if they choose to and take control of it and do bad with it to hurt you. And that's how they have their fingers on the triggers at all times. And it wouldn't surprise me, you know, if they come out after for the cell phones, right? They've done pagers, they've done airwave radios or walkie-talkie radios and short band radios or whatever. They've done those. Now, the kill switch is in all cell phones. Kill switch is in all... Look at pagers. Who the hell uses a pager nowadays? Someone is using a pager. They know that somebody's using a pager. That's why they pull the trigger on it. Right? So, Hamas, or whatever they're after, or whatever, whoever the enemy of the week is, they're going to start finding creative ways to get to them. And they can. And they've always had their finger on the trigger whenever they felt like it. Now, don't forget to check out our video, How Hamas Got Played. That video was taken down on almost every platform across the freedom of speech platforms. And I was given advisory, or I've been threatened. And I'm not taking sides at all. I just wanted people to see the full story on how things built up to that situation. But unfortunately, you know, it's made it hard to get it's been very hard to get the truth out. So who's to say your computer screen that's wired in, your computer tower, your desktop, laptops, all that stuff has a trigger mechanism in it, and it could go kaboom at any time, folks. I'm not trying to scare people. I'm just referencing a video. I wish... So a lot of my videos were taken down for medical misinformation and all kinds of weird stuff. And they were just taking them down for compliance issues and stuff. And the comments on that video, you guys would never believe what people were telling me. That I need to get help. I don't know what I'm talking about. You're out to lunch. You don't know what you're talking about, Mike. You just make videos for the sake of making videos. Well, I made videos for the sake of making videos. But I made videos for the sake of asking the question, right? So, we don't like you, electronics go boom, right? And that's just how it's going to crumble going forward. Hopefully I'm wrong. I don't want to be right about any of this stuff, but this is where we're at right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I look very forward to reading your comments. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.